Folks on the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel, today I'm super nervous. We're moving these cows into this pasture and they've never been here before and I'm scared to death. Good morning everybody, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. We're in the kitchen, but today's video is not in the kitchen. We are going out and I am super nervous about this. We're gonna be moving the cows on the new section of pasture that we just finished fencing in. I am nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach. So this is the morning of, I just moved the cows to a new paddock. They're gonna be grazing that all day. And this evening, we're gonna put them in the new pasture. Like I said, I've done a lot of prep work. This is weeks and weeks, if not months and months of preparation. And today is the day we put the cows in. Stick around, there's a little something different in this paddock that we normally don't do, and I'll explain it all to you. I'll also talk to you about what's going on in here. So, let's get busy. Stoney Ridge. Farm, Stoney Ridge. Stoney Ridge Farm. This is not what we're doing in the video today. However, I've got to go out there, get all the pastures prepped. During the heat of the day, I'm gonna be in here and I'm gonna be canning. We're gonna be canning these tomatoes. I'm gonna do a video on that, so be sure you subscribe. We have tomatoes to can to make juice. We have tomatoes to can to make beef stew, which is gonna be delicious. That's gonna be the best video. And we have just plain old tomatoes to can. So that is the work that's going on during the hottest part of the day. When it's hot out here in the summertime in the south, it's humid, it's nasty, and we find inside chores to do during those hottest days. So we're headed out to the cow pasture. We're gonna get on the ATV and get busy. Also got something cool to show you. Oh yeah, we're starting to show some hot peppers in here. Looking good, nice. Also got some good green peppers right here too. Look at that guy. Come on, buddy. Turn it loose. Look at that. Mmm. Trail snacks. All right, guys, today's video is brought to you in part from our friends from Max Foot e-bikes. This is an e-bike, e-trike that I've been using on the farm. I can haul fence posts in this thing. I can haul a little cooler. I can haul the electric fence charger. I can do all sorts of stuff. And it's a trike, so it's super stable out here on the farm. Got a basket on the front of it if you're looking for something cool to take to the beach and or something inexpensive to get around your property. This is the Max Foot e-bike. Let me show you a little bit about it. So from front to back, this is a rechargeable e-bike. It has a headlight on it. It has a tail light on the back of it. It has nice handlebars, a fully adjustable seat. So if you're a shorter person, you can bring your seat down just like so. It has a key set up. So you can actually turn it off, you can push it, and you can lock the rear wheel so nobody can ride off with your e-bike. You can also pedal it just like a normal bicycle, and it has several gears down here. This must be a little computer module. That's the battery. Plug it in, charge it up overnight. You're good to go. First turn the key on, then turn the power on. Power's up right here, tells you everything you need to know, your battery, your speed, your odometer. I've got 1 mile on it because I've been zipping around the farm, how many watts you're using, and you can select different speeds. So power, standard, eco, and speed. Cool little cruiser, guys. This is the shift lever right here. And right over here is the cargo area. And this thing is huge, check it out. You could always put some beverages in here. It's watertight. It's been raining outside. This thing's totally watertight, really heavy duty. You can also take this off and just use it as a basket. Really cool. It's fat tire and it's actually driven off a motor right here in the front. Has disc brakes on both front and rear, which is something that's super, super handy. Cruise on over here to the other side. Again, this is the Max Foot e-trike. And this is something that I've been playing with here on the farm, and it's really proven to be pretty handy. Thanks, guys. Check out Max Foot e-bike. There'll be a link down the video description below. If I can get these guys to share a coupon code with us, I will. that thing is really cool. A trike is much more stable than a standard e-bike. And e-bike companies reach out to me all the time, but when I saw this trike, I knew I had to have it. This is something super handy for the farm. Guys, again, there'll be a link down in the video description. A huge shout out to Max Foot e-bikes for sponsoring today's video. I think they're gonna give us a coupon code down there, so check it out. If you're interested in something like that, you can get around the farm on something that costs $1,500–1,800 versus a $10,000 ATV or a $20,000 side-by-side. A little cheap exercise. Awesome. Let's get busy moving these cows. So here are two other vehicles that we use to zip around the farm. That is a Honda Pioneer 1006. It is a 6-seat people hauler and equipment hauler. For today's video, all we really need to do is hop on this critter right here. I would be on the e-bike if I could hold the camera and drive the e-bike at the same time, but I'm not gonna be able to do that safely. So we're gonna hop on the Honda Foreman 500 here, and we're gonna zip down and we're gonna start checking gates and fence lines. So we're gonna drive the entire fence line and make sure everything's cool. The first section of fence I've got to drive way over here, and then the next section I actually have to get on the blacktop and circle around to drive it. We're going to go ahead and close some gates, and I'll show you we also have a worming station set up for the cows. So there's some ashes and charcoal for the cows to do a deworming of themselves. Let's go check it all out. Contact. All the tomatoes that you saw in the house came off these tomato vines. Got a few ripe on there now, and Thursday we'll do another picking. It's Wednesday right now, so tomorrow morning we'll do another picking. Big T and the Woods Batwing. Big T! So guys, we're on a regenerative farm. What does that mean, regenerative farm? It means that we try not to use any chemical means to restore our land. The land restoration products that we use are sitting right over there, and those are hay bales. What we do is we roll out hay bales to the cows. This pasture we're moving our cows to is not the best grass, but that's okay because it's a lot of it. Now, what we have here is charcoal. So this is how we naturally deworm our animals. The cows will come through here and they'll munch up that charcoal. As soon as they're put into this paddock, they will go right to that charcoal, and this is where I had the sawmill, and that was a pile of sawmill slabs, which is the scraps from the sawmill. Now you see a little bit of sawdust up here, and we'll just cruise up. There's another pile of logs right here that kind of went to waste, and I hated to waste them, but we had to. So we left them whole, so the cows will, again, like an ear of corn, they will munch, 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 and eat that charcoal. They consume that charcoal, and it helps to clean them out. It helps to deworm the cows. What happens if you overdose on medication? When you go to the hospital, typically they'll pump your stomach. Pumping your stomach means pushing activated charcoal down in your stomach. That helps to attach to the toxins and pull them out. It's no different than what's going on right here to deworm our animals. So let's go check our fence lines. If you guys didn't catch the video a couple days ago, we did a lot of prep work here. That prep work included putting fences around our hay bales right here and splitting the pasture into several different paddocks. Really cool. This is called the call haul. That is a cell phone holder for ATV or utility vehicle. We just hook that right in there, and that holds our cell phone for us. Awesome. Don't want to drop it in the grass. All right, we got to double check our gates. Let's just ride up here and check this guy, make sure it's closed. Every gate gets a lock, so this gate's going to get a lock very soon. And we are set up because we have a gate on the other side right here. Eventually we'll clear this out, and we're going to make a road to run the cows right across right there. Awesome. Stay tuned for that video. So we came in here and we tied up our fence post. So all these wires are tied up to the post with the exception of the flat spots, okay? Let me explain that to you. So we tied all the highs and all the lows so we can go ahead and get the cows. I'm being attacked by a stick right now. That just jumped up on the four-wheeler and got me. All the highs are tied, all the lows are tied. In other words, we can get the cows in here. I've got to have some helpers come and help me tie all this fence wire off. We've got this set up where we can drive all the way around the outside perimeter of our fence to check it. Here is one of the paddocks. So when I say paddock, we use this geared reel and a poly string. You can probably see that. Let's just shut the ATV off. This is an electrified polyester fence wire. Woven in this wire are little metal wires, okay? And that runs all the way to the top of the hill, and it crosses the pasture in 2 places up here. So this is a paddock, and this is a paddock. A paddock is a 12-hour grazing period. All the way up there, we're gonna have the cows in there for about a week. And you can see, again, the grass isn't the highest of quality. We have some weeds in here growing. We've got some little saplings. The cows will gobble it up. It's all good. Got a couple trees growing out here. Now those trees are gonna be left alone by the cows because they're tall enough that the cow can't destroy it. And what we're trying to do is inspire tree growth out here so that the cows have shade in every single paddock. That is the goal. Now, our fence perimeter goes all the way around, all the way up, and we're gonna be driving on the blacktop road to access the upper side by the pond. Cool, and that's the part that has me worried. The pond and the creek. So there is a spring-fed pond up there with a tiny little creek right here, and that's where the cows will be getting their water until we can get the water system all built out. Then we will fence out the creeks 100%. However, for today and tomorrow and the next day, I'm gonna let the cows have access around the pond so that they mow for me. So they're movers, mobbers, and mowers, and that's something that's super important, but we don't want them in a waterway. This is a weed called dog fennel. Dog fennel sucks. As you see, dog fennel, dog fennel, dog fennel. It's all over everywhere, and the only way I figured out to get rid of it is just pull the stupid stuff up by the roots and throw it down. You can mow it year after year after year, and it just keeps coming back. I mow this typically before they start to seed out, and the seed head, let's just pull this next one too. There we go. The seed head will be right there on the tip of that, okay? And it's a little fuzzy seed. We want to kill it as quickly as we can, but we don't use sprays and chemicals, so we've got to use other methods, physical methods. Right, let's hop outside the fence and we're going to start driving the perimeter. We're going to go up as far as we can, up this way, and then we're going to circle around to the road and we're going to go deep into the forest. Checking our paddock fence. Here's where the cross fence comes through, so when we get ready to open that up, all we'll do is take that reel and reel up the wire and stop right there. Look at this nice green luscious grass. There will be a pond dam right here. This is going to be dammed up and there will be a huge lake right here. That is a future video or 10 that we're going to be doing here on the Stoney Ridge Farm, and you can see we're going way down deep into a hole here. This will be nearly a 5-acre lake when we get done. That's going to be awesome. Up, up, and away! Not for the cows. That's for the cows. We're just gonna cruise this fence line as far as we can get. There's a rough spot up here and I've got to take the skid loader through, and you guys will see that in a future video. I've got to clean out some of the brush and debris in here, but for now we're gonna go as far as we can get. It looks like I need to mow up here too. Never-ending mowing in the summertime on the farm. This gate's good to go, nice and closed, ready to rock. It's a big hole. We did not build our fence on the property line. This is the property line, and then it shoots up through the woods right here. It's really rough up there, so we didn't build fencing through there either. Got some big, pretty mature hardwoods up here. You see this potential problem? We might have to address that. Gotta clean that mess up. Right now, gotta clean that mess up. Right here, these posts will be okay, but these post ties will not be okay. I gotta get those up. Those are post ties, and this is a cheap step-in post. Hang that there. We might as well go ahead and toss these over while we're here. Oh, that's a bent post that hit a rock. That's a brace post we didn't need. Okay, the reason we got this up, this is a hardware hazard for cows. This is a post tie that goes around these 4-inch posts, but that's a hardware issue, and a cow could step on that and hurt their foot. We really have to be smart about this, guys. We've got to keep our animals safe. Onward and upward. It gets a little rough up here. Yep. I'm gonna need both hands for this. I'm gonna set you guys down. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, man. 4-wheel drive. Woo. Yeah. Need to bring the skid steer in here. Don't flip it, buddy. Boy, that's not good at all. This is not safe. I'm gonna have to take a look at what we got going here. Ah, let me go. Let's cut that briar. Story of my life here. Attacked by a briar. Bye-bye, briar. I think I can get through here without hurting myself, but let's see. Might have to stand up a little bit. It's a big old rock right there. We're spinning. Lockers. Oh, ho. Whoa. Uh-oh. There we go. Woo. Ah! Yep, we're gonna need a load of dirt right there. Oh man, and I can't get past this up here. ATV Adventures. Whee! There we go. All right. Oh man, sticky bush. Don't get me. Woohoo! We made it. This is tight back there, man. That's the first time I've made it all the way around. We won't have to go on the blacktop to get to the upper section. We'll just have to go on the blacktop to get back home. Fence is good. Notice we're way off the forest, so trees don't fall on our fence. It's a little tight up here in the woods. Got some wire scraps up here I need to get. Turn off our 4-wheel drive now. So let's stop here for a second and tell you what's going on. If you don't know cows, if you don't know livestock, livestock is going to get into stuff and it's going to get hurt. That's what livestock likes to do. Cows like to do it, goats like to do it, sheep like to do it. They're perpetual little suicide machines pretty much. They just jump in here and get hurt. What we have here is a thicket. This is a thicket with planted pines. These are second generation loblolly pines. The pines will eventually choke out all of this stuff by shading it. However, right now we've got a bunch of blackberries and we've got a bunch of raspberries growing in here and we've got a bunch of saplings. The cows will go in and this will not look like that in a few weeks. They will trample it, they will cut their way through there, and they will open this up, which will help destroy the trees we don't want and keep those wonderful shade trees, those pine trees that we'll end up harvesting on the sawmill in about 25 years or so. Got a lot of videos to do for the next 25 years, don't we? So we're gonna cruise on down. We're almost to the end of the fence here. We've got one more gate to check that's way over there, so we will have to get on the hardtop road. Get her done, boy. Cows are right up here. You can see right here there's a lot of tension on this wire. See how it's pulling right there? This is pulling down right here. So we've got to hold the wire up. It's opposite down here in this dip. So let's think about this real quick. As the wire comes down, it's still pulled tight. These posts right here in the bottom are like arrows. In other words, that's pulling up really, really hard right there. So there is a brace welded under the ground right there, which is super handy, and that helps a whole lot. We'll try to get you some footage of that. There's another post, you can see it right there, it's driven in that direction and they're welded together. So it keeps this from heaving out of the ground. All right, and there's the pond. And here's the cows. Hey kids. Hey guys. Hey Susie. How you guys doing this morning? Let's see if we can get our favorite cows to let us rub them. Susie. You know me. Everybody, it's time to eat. Get on out there and eat. It's lunchtime. Almost lunchtime. 2:16's a sweetheart. Aren't you? She came up to me yesterday. So this is the herd. We've got around 50 cows, and that one right there is fertilizing the pasture. Good job, girl. That's what the regenerative part of the farm is. So basically the cows move every 12 hours. We move them to a different paddock every 12 hours. It's going to be a different scenario over here. You can see the pond in the background. We'll be over there in just a few minutes. Right now it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and when we move these guys, it's going to be closer to 6:30 in the evening. 2:02. What a sweetheart. Hey girl, you're a sweetie pie. That's the first time she's ever let me touch her face. That's so cool. Okay, let's ride on up. We'll hit the blacktop and we will check the gate that's by the mega shop. The timber frame crew is out here building our timber frame outdoor kitchen right now. That trike is fun, man. Oh. All right, this is where the construction crew is working, and this is broken down. Thank you, Sunbelt Rentals. Awesome. So, guys, don't worry about getting up, and don't put any clothes on. Don't worry about that. So guys, we're getting ready to put up a timber frame front porch on the mega shop, and this is the timber setup, and over here is a timber setup for the outdoor kitchen. You're gonna have beautiful stamped concrete. There's gonna be an awesome hand well pump from Bison Pumps over here, and this is where our cattle handling equipment is. We've got one more gate to shut, and we're gonna be ready for the cows to move this evening at 6:30. So let's get that gate shut. Let's show you guys some of these timbers though while we're at it. So this is all post and beam construction right here, all driven with wooden pegs. This is something super special, a beautiful eyepiece that's gonna go right over that front porch right there. This is all stamped concrete, absolutely gorgeous. And these are gonna go on these piers right here, which we poured a few weeks ago. So you can see the beautiful stamped concrete right here. And this is all Douglas fir from out west. So I believe this lumber came all the way from Washington or Oregon. Isn't that gorgeous? Stay tuned for a future video on that. Now, these guys are up here just chilling out because everything's broke right now. Can't move heavy stuff without...
Can't be snitching on us, man.
That's it, man. He's got tater chips going. So these are the guys from Carolina Barn Builders. There will be a link down the video description, carolinabarnbuilders.com. This is going to be called the Stoney Ridge. And you guys can order the Stoney Ridge, which is going to be super cool. So hang tight. You'll see that getting built. This is the last gate to close before we move the cows into the new paddock. Right here, you're seeing it here first. Again, I'm scared to death to move these cows into this new paddock for fear of something I'll show you in just a few minutes. Always drop your chain in behind your other chain, so if an animal gets it and pulls up, it actually pulls it down into there. And here is a little, looks like a totally full water bottle. Awesome. We'll see you up there at the gate when we move the cows at about 6 o'clock this evening. Wish me luck. Luck, just type it down there. 6:30-ish, 6:20. Guys, butterflies in my stomach here. I just have butterflies. I know everything's good to go. I know the fence is good to go. I know the gates are all closed. And I know these cows have not had access to water, and that's what I'm nervous about. So these cows have not had access to any waterway or a pond like this. And again, we're only gonna give them exposure to this pond for about 2 days probably, just enough for them to clean up around the pond. They're gonna drink from the pond. It's not gonna hurt them one bit. They're gonna drink from any waterway that they have exposure to, but I'm just a little bit nervous about it. So we gotta get this Super Duty mineral feeder out of the way real quick, and the cows are gonna be going right through that gate right there. So let me drag the mineral feeder out of the way. Guys, you got a brand new pasture today. Brand new, shiny new pasture. What are we gonna do? I want your predictions. Will they go to the water right away? Or will they go to that barrel and knock it over right away? I gotta drag the barrel back out of the pasture. That's a barrel of fish feed right there. We'll probably sling a little food to the fish too. This is a catfish pond and I feed the fish, probably twice a day sometimes in the summer. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open this gate and we're gonna open that gate and we're gonna bring them on through. The only thing I can do is cross my fingers, man. Let's see what happens here. No electricity on this fence right now, so we'll just take it and wrap it around. You kids ready? Daddy is not ready. Let's make it happen, kids. All righty. Bring it on, woo! Come on, babies. I'm trying to herd them that way. Come on, girls. Fresh grass, buffet's open. New pasture, first time. Super cool. Yes, girls. New pasture. What are we gonna do with all this grass? And what is that barrel? And what is this stuff right here? It's water. That's a big old bullfrog right there. Let's toss out a little bit of fish food to the catfish. Now I gotta drag this outside the pasture. All right, girls, we're here. They have no idea what to even think. This is all new. Tammy, bring up the rear, girl. Get it done. Get it done. All new. There you go, girl. They can graze way down into here. All this. Oh man, it's awesome. We're gonna get the drone right now and we're gonna fly over there so you guys can see what's going on. All right, I'm gonna ride on over there, guys, and see what's up because they just took off through the pasture. That was so cool. Did not expect that. So they all came running back. They all ran down and then they came running back. Did you see me? I had to pull up there and then I had to back up. Oh man. I think they're gonna settle in very, very nicely here. But I better shut the gate just in case they decide to double back. There we go. We'll just keep that shut for just a little bit. You can hear the drone pretty loud right now. It's flying right there. But everybody seems to be doing great. I don't know who the first one in the pond's gonna be, but typically when I let the cows into a new paddock or a new pasture, they kick and buck and have fun, and that's what they did. They have never, since the first time they landed on the farm, had enough room to run that far. That was super cool, guys. I'll get you some footage of what they're doing here. I'm betting we got about 5 minutes before the first cow dips its nose in the pond. Hopefully they don't climb off in the pond. That's a pretty deep pond, but it's got a good slope right here, so they should be able to get in and out, no problem. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me today. That was hair-raising, nervous. My heart's still pounding a bit, but I'm happy. The cows seem to be doing great. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Today was fun. Woo!
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
How would you like it if someone took a bite out of you?
I lost the camera. Grass and camera go bye-bye. Where you at, buddy? Hey, little buddy. I think I lost the camera. Yeah, the camera was mounted right there. Camera. I'm an idiot. I put it on the front, not on the back. There it is. ATV Adventures. Whee! There we go.